Wow, has it been a minute or has it been a minute? Yeah. But I probably won't read it again. Oh, brother. Be a man, you must be. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm Grace if you're new here, and if you're not, it's nice to see you again. So in today's video, I will be reviewing my Q1 reads in one sentence each. Yep. You know, I just wanted to throw a new spin on my wrap-up videos, and I thought that'll be a way to spice it up. So here we are. I am super excited for this video. I have not prepped at all, so I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth, but I'm sure it's going to be profound and maybe a little vague, but profound, yes. But at the same time, I've never claimed to be a poet or a writer or anything of the sort. So, yeah, I'm losing it. Anywho, let's just get straight into it. Let me see how many books I have to review. 15 books. Okay, I could do it. The first book I read this year was Heartsick by Christina Forrest. Let's say fun twist on Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Do with that what you will. The second book that I read this year was Happy Land by Dolan Perkins Valles. What do I say about this one? Maybe something like 368 pages of a multi-generational novel where the family used to be a king and queen.
Okay. Whatever that means.
I feel like I'm like gonna look back at this video and be like, is this even a review or am I just explaining the book? Yeah, so actually let me say something else.
Sorry.
368 pages of emotional turmoil and revelations of a family that used to be a king and queen. I think I'll leave it at that. That'll do it. Okay, next we have Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. Now this one I did not expect to read. I randomly got the book at a book swap and I started reading it randomly before I had to go to another book swap, and I had made up my mind that I was going to give it away, but on the train ride to the book swap I started reading it and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. Still give away the book though, but I ended up getting it on Libby, and my thoughts on the book are, I kind of wish I never read it just because the author never let her get up. This is so like funny. Okay, next book. Is this the fourth book? Yeah, fourth book I read this year, Big Fan by Alexandra Romanoff. It took a romance about a political strategist and her teenage boy band crush getting together to break my reading slump, and it. This was my second time reading an 831 story, so it just kept the ball rolling. After this, I ended up reading 2 more 831 books like back to back. The first one was Comedic Timing by Apasana Bharat. For this one, I'll just say, because I'm literally at a loss for words, cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater, girl, you are confused. That is what I will say. The third 831 book that I read was Set Piece by Lana Schwartz. I kind of don't remember exactly what it was about. This was the first book I read in February, by the way. Second chance celebrity romance that I forgot that I read. Yeah, literally, because I think I went into the bookstore and I was like, is this a new 831 book? Come to find out, I already read the book, so yeah. Next book that I read in February was Jamaica Road by Lisa Smith.
Jamaica, stop!
Spanning one tumultuous decade, 2 best friends in South London in a British Jamaican community go through hell and back together and surprisingly fall in love. Next we have One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against This by Omar El Akkad. So for this one, I have had my eye on it for a long time and I'm so glad that I read this. My one sentence review for it is a breakup letter with the West that you need to read now. That's really it. Okay, the next book is Love by the Book by Jessica George. I was fortunate enough to get the ARC for this one. Oh, that already kind of gave it away, didn't I?
No, I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in.
This book explored platonic love so well that it had me contemplating all my relationships and ended up being my favorite read of the year so far. Yeah. I don't know what I was going through, but I finished all of these books within like the same week. Let me see. Okay, Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. That was the next book I read. It's called a classic of gay literature for a reason, but I probably won't read it again due to how heartbreaking it was. All right, next we have the second book in the Forever Falling series by Natasha Bishop called The Art of Loving You. This was another book I was fortunate enough to receive an ARC for, or was I fortunate enough to receive? Kidding. I kid. Lackluster follow-up to Only for the Weak and made me feel like I was reading Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. All right, to round off February, I read Grape Juice by Eliza Demois. I'm trying not to like give my review before. Grape Juice, I need that now. Everything that happened in this book, I need that now. And I'll leave it at that. So I read 1, 2, 6, 7. Yeah, I read 7 books in February. Read 5 books in January, 7 books in February, and let's get into March. March, the first book I read was The Perks of Being a Wildflower by Stefan Chbosky. Heartbreaking coming-of-age story that reminded me not to be a wallflower in my own story.
She's really good.
The next book that I read in March was I, Medusa by Ayana Gray. I would say for this one, a searing reimagining and examination of a famous villain that felt so fresh, even though it was enraging. Yes. Oh my gosh, am I already at the end? I don't feel like I flew through this, but I feel like it was harder than I thought it would be. So yeah, the last book that I read in March and that I read in Q1 was Sassafras, Cypress, and Indigo by Ntozake Shange. If you read my last video, you already know how I felt about this, but for those who are just coming across this video or didn't watch my last video, which you should, I would say Sassafras, Cypress, and Indigo is a lyrical story about 3 sisters and a mother in the South that felt like a fever dream.
Oh, put it down!
Did I get through all of them? That was 15 books.
That was 15 books.
Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna keep myself interested when I'm editing this back, but thank you guys for coming along, for watching this video, and hopefully you were entertained. If you've read any of these books and you felt like what I said resonated, definitely leave a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe so that you can see more videos from me. Right. And yeah, make sure that you follow my Instagram at Pages Before Sunrise. I will be posting some more bookish content on there. And also follow my TikTok at G's World. That is also linked down below. I just did a series this April where I did 7 days of Black women authored book recs because it's Black Women's History Month. So yeah, get into all that, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.
I've been doing what I want. It's a pickup in the back by the trunk in the front. Tequila in the back, batty blunts in the front. Purse 101, first 101. I got the money, make a broke bitch mad. I don't complain, I just pay the tab. Show me what